Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Mechelen playthrough of not UFO Football Manager 2018 with me, your host Luckymarine, where we are about to play Luckymarine, but not without a bit of fiddling with our squad because this happened. We knew Tomcat was out because he got, well, suspended, which is fair enough. Who do we put in your place? Paulson, maybe? Yeah, we'll put Paulson in your place. So, yeah, that's fair enough. And bring Bandy in for Tomcat. But then both Filipovic and Evander both got injured within days of each other. So, what are you trying to do to me here? Johan comes in there. Wilson comes in at... No, I don't want this. He says, can you play... Masoudi can play in defensive mid. I'd rather do that. Do we have... Ilias is capable of playing at centre back. We have Rieras there. Johan, I don't really want you anywhere near the first team, unfortunately. Kawhi, can you play that? Nope. Pedersen, well, it's kind of. I'd rather have Pedersen there. Bandy is unfortunately still injured. Don't really want to be rushing him back. And Johan wants to leave the club, so why should we bother developing him? Why should we bother giving him game time? And that, I think, is going to be it. Yep. No team instructions. Let's just see how we get on with that. Yeah, he's lacking match for sharpness. If he really, really starts to struggle, we'll bring in Wilson as well. What? Highest average rating? That's because you've only had one match. What's this? Top goal scorer. Top goal scorer, so they're even on 5 each. That's just because Elias isn't playing, probably. He is. He's... Yeah, I brought him into midfield, into centre defence, instead of out on the left. So let's go for... Carry straight on. That usually helps. Gooseman, show what you've got tonight. I want to see a good display. And Mr. Gooseman was like, fuck yeah. Hands down, one of our best players. Him and Evander. Yeah, I often get overlooked because they're not the ones scoring goals, but they are, without doubt, some of the best players on our team. Anyway, Ritz dives in there. I've noticed that we're getting more people for our matches. However, I've just noticed that these are terraces. Oh, come on, Pedersen. Offside? No? Alright. They just kick each other until they go through that animation. That stumbly animation. Yeah, I've noticed that these are all terraces. And you're only allowed to have X amount of terraces. I was looking through the rules of the Belgian league and the stadium rules, etc. Well done, Leo. So in development of our stadium, long term, we might have to rip out the terraces and replace them with seating. We have undersoil heating because it's a necessity for all Belgian league clubs. So that was an interesting one. I suppose it's probably quite cold out there. Rieras brings it inside and goes for a vicious shot, when really he should have been concentrating on being outside and whipping in across. Rista shoots forward to Pedersen. Pedersen out wide to Drazik. Drazik brings it back inside to Pedersen, who's playing in the Evander role, who's doing an alright job actually. He had time, he had space. Drazik, he should have hit that first time. And Pedersen's doing alright. To say he's just come back from cruciate, I think it was double cruciate. I think he fixed himself, and then he had a reoccurring injury, so it didn't register as another injury. It was just a continuation of the last one he had. As I was looking through his history, and yeah, so he's been out since the start of the season. He's just coming back. Had a decent enough run out in the last game. Hopefully he can fill the giant shoes of Evander. Sudi out to Shoofs to Ritz to Pedersen. First time to Drazik. That was beautiful actually. Little flick around his other foot. Riaras steals the ball away, but not early. No, it's a Riaras that gets fouled. Good stuff. Riaras with his mohawk. There's far too many with the mohawks. If you have a look around, it's like 10% of all of them have got mohawks. There's this one here as well. Riaras doesn't quite get the shot away. Mr. Mohawk of number 2 lumps it forward. Comes back to Pedersen, who... He offside? No, I just thought Lille was offside then. He got inside just in time. Drazik out wide to Paulson. Paulson in and just over the bar. Some good movement there. Some good passing. Tikanovic into the centre, and yeah, anything can happen. Anything can happen from set pieces. Oh well, we have been the better team, kind of, I would say. He says at 1 goal down. The more creative team, I would say. Drazik holds the ball up, gets it out wide to Riaras, who got into a dangerous area. There just wasn't enough people vying for it. Ritz long, bounces off one of our own heads and goes out wide. Riaras down to Drazik. Drazik in to Shoofs. Saudi to Ritz. Back to Saudi. All the way across to Paulson, who tries first time passing, but clatters into one of those. Anyway, picks it up deep to Vitas. Forward to Shoofs. Out wide to Riaras, who's making a run infield. All the way across to Paulson. That was some... I like the link-up play there. We just needed somebody in the box to be running onto that ball. Lille, I'm looking at you. Well picked up by Guzman, who lumps it forward. Ritz into Shoes forward to Pedersen. Pedersen, why did you fall over? What was the need for you to fall over there? I don't get that. That needs work. I don't know what the link is between the passee and the receiver of the pass, that if it gets cut out, the receiver falls over. I don't know what the bit of code is that breaks this. I don't know, but it's not needed. Anyway, let's defend this. Almost half time. We have been almost, slightly better team. Not really. It's fairly even. We could do with being a little bit more attacking. No, we're already attacking. I think it's just the quality of our team at the moment. Let's go for... Where's your passion, lads? Do you even want to win this? Let's shame them into a good display. I think it's just the fact that we have weaker personnel out there. Our first choice right back is out. And our first choice defensive midfield and attacking midfield are out. And they are fairly pivotal to how we play. Please don't concede another one. Anyway, all the way forwards to... Is Leal going to get there? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I'm going to have to train Leal to go around the keeper. He had all the time in the world. The keeper came out to meet him. He could have got it around him. Anyway, forward towards Leal again. Pedersen picks it up. Waits for Leal to get back on side, which he does, and takes a shot. Not getting in from there. Who do we change? Pedersen seems frustrated. Drazic's on a 6.3. That's fairly poor. Who do we bring on? Might even bring Wilson on. In a forward role. Anyway. Ritz lumps it forward to Leal. Across to Drazic. Drazic into Pedersen. Pedersen skips around his man. I don't know what that was, but you should have cut that back across the box where Leal was lurking at the rear post. Forward to Pedersen. Pedersen behind Leal, well done. Needed to run onto that. Him having to stop and go back and collect that just meant that they got back into position. Let's have a look now. To bring Leal off or Drazic. Give it another 5 minutes. See what happens. Drazic on the ball. Out to Shoofs, to Ritz, to Pedersen. All the way across the pitch to Poulsen. Pedersen has got a decent range of passing on him. Loretta with nobody in front of him at all. And that almost was game over. Thankfully Rares can boot that away to just anywhere. Let's have a look. What can we do? What can we change? We're capable of changing here. Can bring Glenn on for Rares. No. Kawhi Wilson maybe. Wilson, where can you play? You can play in that role. I think I might chuck him in there. Wilson on for Pedersen. In fact, let's undo that. We'll put Pedersen on for Leal. Wilson on. Yeah. And we'll give that 10 minutes. See how that works out. De Soto was offside. Good. Gooseman to take the free kick. Takes it short to Poulsen. To Drazic, but nothing happened. Oh my word. Alright. Let's put Kawhi on as an advance forward. And Glenn on as well. And go overload. Overload fluid. So we've got a little bit of speed up front now. Maybe not with Pedersen. Poulsen picks up a yellow card, well done. Guzman lumps it forward. Comes out to Ritz, to Shoes. Shoots to Wilson. Wilson to Kawhi, who was offside. You could tell he was offside. Why were you offside? You fool. Paulson picks it up, lumps it forward. Pedersen picks it up, runs with it, cuts it inside. Wilson, you had time, you had space. Why did you try a first time shot there? Anyway. Delivers in a low ball from the cross that reaches nobody. And again, a low cross that reaches nobody. Paulson picks the ball up, whacks it forward for Pedersen to run onto. Who's in the box? Anyone? No one? Wilson was. At least he required a save. Must have been on target. One would assume. To Masoudi. Again with Masoudi. To Elias, to Schufs, to Ritz. Who goes for the shot. And that was not very handsome at all. Glenn up to Kawhi, who's onside this time. Oh my word. Some of the decision making. Some of this decision making. Anyway, Paulson picks the ball up, delivers it into the mixer really. Ritz to Schufs. Schufs out to nobody, the cameraman maybe. Someone was injured apparently. Then to Schufs. Schufs to Kawhi, to the back post. Fucking offside again. And I think that is it. 2-0 loss at home to Luckymarine. I'm going to blame that on not having key members of our team. We do depend on a lot of what Tomcat does, our left back. Yeah, well done. We do rely on what our left back brings to the game. Without him bombing up and down the right wing, we were left a bit short. Pedersen did well in place of Evander. However, you can't really replace Evander. He's that good, and not having a dedicated defensive mid. Yeah, offside. Yeah, it showed. Having to pull Masoudi forward into that defensive midfield role, putting a left back in at centre back just because he was kind of suited to the role. Yeah, there was too much shuffling around. And that has to be it. Two one. That was unfortunate. Yeah, they will be delighted with that. I mean, we played alright. It's just this was a wonder goal. This was easy for them. This was a wonder goal, and yeah, we deserved probably 1-1. That was unlucky. Yeah, just one of those days. Unlucky, guys. Unlucky. And Pedersen is injured. For how long? 6 to 10 days with a bruised head? Fine. And you're looking at Lille for your next Costa Rica squad. Well, you can take him. But that is going to be it for a while now, I think, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at our schedule. I think we've got some friendlies coming up. Yep. We've got 4 friendlies coming up. We're going to need the income from all of them because our finances are heavily in the manure. How much debt do we have? Still have 8 million I thought we were getting this down. I thought this number was down to below 7. Yeah, fairly certain. I don't know. Maybe we're just in an interest hole. Fucking interest. If you've ever had a mortgage, my fucking word, do not have a look into what your payments are on your mortgage. I was like, I had a mortgage quite a few years ago. I ended up paying something like £650 odd a month, and I think it was something like £550 of that was just in interest. Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Made me sad. Made me sad, and I couldn't even afford to come to eat. Damn it. Oh well. The cost of home owning, I suppose. Well, I'll go through the rest of these friendlies. And our next game back will be Antwerp, who have not had the best run recently, I don't think. 9th? 9th. Luckymarine were 8th. We are now 4th. 2 points off top. Charleroi. Sporting de Pays de Charleroi. So they speak French in Belgium. I don't know. That's didn't we play them? Didn't we play them? Didn't we win? No, we drew. Right. So yeah, they find themselves at the top. So we're still in and around it. There's only 4 points that separate 1st from 7th. It's a very close league at the top, as I thought it would be. The cream's starting to rise to the top. Standard, Genk, Ghent, Anderlecht are kind of moving up a little bit. I expect Bruges to sort their shit out and climb fairly quickly as well. Yeah. But until that game against Antwerp, a few months. Oh, also transfers. Free transfer at the contract stage. The contract is, well, he accepted this, and he's yeah, previous term that were acceptable to my client. Injury release clause. Yeah, done. And it is he's gonna hopefully join. A lot better striker than we've got at the moment, and capable. I don't know. He might be capable of sitting in the Evander role. He's got really good mentals, decent passing, good composure, good concentration. Vision is good as well. He should be able to ping balls around. If not, then we can get him up and involved in some of these attacks. He'd be able to round a keeper. Position channels, place your shots, curves as the ball, comes deep to get the ball, avoids using weaker foot. That's fine. That is fine. And hopefully we'll be able to bring Rossi in. But until the Antwerpen game, do take care.